Good morning everyone, it is Monday and the start of the first week of March. It is currently March the 3rd, which means this is the start of the week where I really start picking up my mobility, because I've got in a very good habit of doing it every Monday again, but now I need to try and increase that and throw in my calisthenics training as well to try and build up my strength, especially around my ankles and also my balance and core. So at the moment I'm out with the dogs. We're on a lovely walk this morning. Everyone's been very good doggies so far. Yeah. Crip, Coco, where's your tennis ball? Thank you, please don't lose it. Getting me steps in as I usually do. Give me that? No? Okay. She can't decide what she wants to do. Am I throwing it? Bring it here. Thank you. Good boy, Walter. Right, hang on, let me get back to the path. Oh, Alfred, careful please, buddy. Careful, won't jag me. I know. Hang on. Alfie, come here if you're playing. Come here. Wait. There you go. Right, ready, steady, go! But like I said, this week I really need to kick in my training. The plan for this week is to get back into my mobility training properly. So aim to do it a minimum of 3 days a week. Don't care what days it's on, but aim to do my mobility training a minimum of 3 days a week. I'm still in debate whether or not to do hybrid calisthenics or Tap Brothers, because both are really good programs. Tap Brothers is a little more intense. You can level it down to make it easier and make these progressions easier, but then hybrid calisthenics, you can do it all the way from a beginner, and I'm debating whether or not that's going to be the best option for now, and then work myself up using the hybrid calisthenics app, and then from using the hybrid calisthenics app then progressing into the Tap Brothers training. I think that might be the best option, because then I'm making sure that I'm working on the foundations from a foundation level. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best option. So what we're going to do is we are going to incorporate hybrid calisthenics into our mobility training, and we are going to restart our hybrid calisthenics. So we're going to go all the way back to level 1 on all of the exercises and see if we can't level ourselves up to level 2, level 3, and then on to the next progression, and see how quickly I progress that way. That is the plan, that is the goal, that is the desire. Whether or not we actually do that is another matter, but we're going to try. The goal is to do mobility training at least 3 times a week, and to do hybrid calisthenics at least 3 times a week. It can be on the same days as my mobility, it can be on different days as my mobility. It doesn't matter so long as I do a little bit of something. I did do some on Monday, and then things kept on happening and delaying me, and then other things got in the way, so I didn't end up doing much mobility training last week, but I did manage to get lots of video editing done, and I have somehow managed to be back on track for uploading pretty much daily for most of February. Don't drag me down there. Don't drag me down there. Alfie! Alfie! You're on lead. Come here first. Alfie! Back this way. This way first. No, not back down there. Come here first. This is why Alfie's usually on lead, because his recall is to be desired. Thank you, bud. Wait. What we're going to do, we're going to take you off. And we're going to turn you around and send you back that way. Go on. I don't know. But yes, my mobility training was less than successful last week. And again, with the news that someone I knew, or someone else I knew, passed away, was a bit hard. Other than that, things seem to be going well, so it's not the end of the world. We're getting back on track properly this week though, because my ankle has pretty much completely recovered from its injury. In order to try and help myself stay on track though, I'm not going to restart my Couch to 5k training until April. I had to think what month we were in then. I'm going to restart my Couch to 5k in April, get my 5k up, my 5k strong and solid, work my way back up to a regular 10k, and then look at start building up towards a half marathon, because me and Jason are actually booked into another half marathon at the end of this year, which hopefully I will be able to actually have a chance to finally do. Are you two going to stop screaming for 2 seconds? Look at the anger. The anger in this madam because I've got the camera out. So we are now home from our walk. Shush. Don't care. Over there. So we are now home from our walk. And I actually got home. Shush. I got home. Shush. Every time I try and speak. Madam. I actually got home from work on time today, I got home from work just after 3 o'clock. Stop, this is squeaking. No one can hear me when, this is why I don't like recording when my parrots are awake, because my God, the noise. I actually got home from work, stop! I got home from work just after 3 o'clock, and that has thankfully given me loads of time to actually get some business admin done, to get some social media updated, which means that it's 5 o'clock, I have technically finished work, and I have time to do my exercises before I have something to eat and then have a gaming night with Jason, which is going to be lovely. Will you please stop squeaking? Stop squeaking, both of you. Noisy. Boop. Adams. Anyway, let's get our exercises done before these two drown me out as usual. Plan for today's training. Shush! God! Plan for today's training is to do Tom Morrison's simplistic mobility method first, so that I can get my stretching and do basically some warm up, because that is essentially warming up your body, or perfectly warms up your body. Well, stop squeaking, let's stop squeaking. Stop it. And then after Tom Morrison's simplistic after Tom Morrison's simplistic mobility method, we are then going to do hybrid calisthenics. So let's get going. And again, because the Tom Morrison Simplistic Mobility Program is a paid for program that I do follow, I will not be including all of the exercise that it contains in this video, just a few snippets. However, with the hybrid calisthenics, because the hybrid calisthenics act is free and it's accessible to anyone at any time, I will show you all the exercises that I do from that and how I progress and how I get on and what levels I'm up to. Don't you dare! Watching you. Good girl. Yeah. Exercise. You want to go on my knee? I need to stand up. This is not how this works. Right, some parrot assisted mobility training done. Now time for hybrid calisthenics. Let's see what it suggests for today. We're doing twists and glute bridge. I've just done glute bridges. But these ones are doing for numbers. So twists, we will start on level 1 or the first progression, and glute bridges, we never went past the first progression, so that's exactly where we are. Get away from my toes. It's you. Away from the toes. Don't start the timer. I'm not ready for the timer. Oh, you waffle! That was a lovely surprise. I think you're going. So for glute bridges, level 1 is 2 sets of 15, level 2 is 2 sets of 30, and level 3 is 3 sets of 50. Damn, let's see if we can at least get level 1. That hurt. Oh, that's me done for tonight. Like I said, I'm taking it easy and taking it slow. I'm making sure to do hybrid calisthenics, which is only 2 exercises a day, actually. Or it only encourages 2 exercises a day. You can do more if you want to. I'm just going to follow the plan as is and see how we get on. But I managed level 2 of the glute bridges, which I'm proud of, and I passed first progression of the twists with 3 sets of 60 on each side. I've currently got my parrot being very cute and making very cute noises currently. Oh my gosh, my house is so hot. Thank you for joining me, guys, and tomorrow is rest day. We're gonna have a rest tomorrow. Yeah, because tomorrow's rest day. It's rest day tomorrow. I'll catch up with you to let you know if anything interesting happens on Tuesday. If not, I shall see you on Wednesday for my next sets of exercises. Will you two be joining me again on Wednesday? Maybe? They don't know yet? We're not sure yet. Good morning, guys. It is now Thursday. I did miss a day yesterday. I should have done my mobility yesterday. I was originally planning on doing a BSL Zoom practice session in order to try and top up my BSL in preparation for hopefully doing BSL level 2 later this year. However, that didn't end up happening, and I ended up video editing all night to try and get my next video out, which is my part 1 of decluttering my wardrobe. I don't know how that's going to do today because obviously my channel isn't really a decluttering channel. It is technically a vlog, so I suppose it can be under the vlogs category in that sense. And a few of you have expressed interest in the decluttering in preparation for our move, so I thought it would be an interesting addition to the channel. Let's delay these fitness vlogs for a little bit. On the plus side, I managed to get part 1 finished, and I'm not going to be able to do anything of part 2 today because I do actually have to go to BSL quiet tonight because I've not been in over 2 months. And I'm getting really rusty with my sign language. But I am going to get my mobility done today, and it is an absolutely stunning day today. It is beautiful. It is so gorgeous. The sky's blue, the sun is shining, and it's so warm. It's going to get up to like 14 degrees today, which is crazy when you think just last week it was like 5 degrees most of the day. And today it's 10 degrees higher. And then next week we're meant to getting snow. So I don't know what's going on with the weather right now, but I'm certainly not complaining. This week has been
glorious to walk the dogs. So while the weather is so beautiful and so nice and so amazing, I was hoping to try and do my exercises in the garden today. Don't yet know if that's going to happen, but I am going to try. I'm going to be leaving for work early today. I'm going to be leaving for work just after 10, with the plan being that if I get back early enough, I can actually do my exercises in the garden before I need to go BSL choir. So that's the plan for today. We're going to go walk the dogs first, and then after walking the dogs, going to get home and hopefully spend a bit more time outdoors in the beautiful sunshine. But the reason for me actually doing this little start clip, or this little bit of a clip here now, is because I was just watching a video from Hugo and Leo Wang, who are two of the calisthenics YouTubers I follow. One of the guys that they were training with said that he was 94.5 kilograms of pure muscle, granted, but he was 94.5 kilograms. He was only 10 kilograms, or no, 12 kilograms lighter than me. I'm currently at 106. I was sat there thinking to myself, it's like, if they can do pull-ups and muscle-ups at 94 kilograms, surely I can as well. Like, I know I can't because I've not built up the strength for it. But theoretically, I should be able to eventually, right? It's like, I might actually not even need to lose that much weight so long as I build up the muscle strength, which is a nice thought. Anyway, they also are a lot younger than me. I think most of those guys are in their 20s. So they have a lot better recovery than me, a lot easier way of building muscle and strength and everything else. But we're not going to get into that. We are just going to focus on ourselves. We're going to focus on ourselves and not compare ourselves to others. Home from work, we're done. And I am just trying to sort out my hybrid calisthenics at the moment because it won't let me, as I said, it won't let me restart from the beginning, which is irritating when it's telling me to try and do, let's just say it's very difficult to do when it won't let you restart from the beginning again. So I'm trying to sort it out because it's still telling me to do the same exercises that I did the other day or on Monday. So I don't particularly want to do those. But I do need to get my movement training in. So let's load up Tom Morrison while I'm trying to sort out my hybrid calisthenics. And let's get, I'm not gonna lie, if this keeps on misbehaving like this, I might just go back to the Tap Brothers. Because even though hybrid calisthenics is great, I really don't like the fact that you can't restart if you've had a long period off and need to start again. Something they really need to improve. Because it just won't let me change it. It's so annoying. So annoying indeed. Anyway, I have just over an hour. By just over an hour, I mean literally 1 hour and 10 minutes to get my exercises in, and then get showered, and then get my arse to BSL choir. mobility done.
I've got about 10 minutes before I need to jump in the shower. So I'm just gonna do, birds are going crazy because I'm recording. Just gonna do a couple of attempt at knee press ups and maybe a couple of scapular pulls and leave it at that. One. That's a good start. Oh, bad form there. Do you know what? I'm damn happy with that. Okay. Do you know what? I'm damn happy with that. That's... I'm gobsmacked. What happened? What happened? I've not been doing practically any calisthenic training. I've certainly not been doing any push-up training. I've not been doing any shoulder scapular training. Yet somehow, like magic, I can suddenly do them. Again, I just did what? 10? Granted, the last 3 were very bad form on the knee push-ups. But I still just managed to do 10 knee push-ups. And I'm pretty sure at the start of the year I couldn't do any again. I could be wrong. Maybe could I do 1 or 2? I can't remember. But I wasn't expecting that. I don't know where that strength has magically come from. And again with the scapular pull-ups, I'm sure either at the start of the year or earlier this year, I was at a point where I couldn't hold my body weight without my feet being on the floor. I couldn't do a single scapular pull-up without feet on the floor again. So the fact that I've just done 5 in a row, I'm a bit shocked at. Anyway, we're gonna leave that there because I need to jump in the shower, get my parrots to bed and get myself to BSL choir before I'm late. So I will see you guys tomorrow because we've got to do some mobility training tomorrow. Yes, exactly. The girls are very desperate for bedtime.